Welcome everyone in this new video tutorial about the multiplayer combat editor. In this video we're going to review how you can use the finders in the skills. So what are the finders? We're just going to open up the BP thrust. In the meantime, the finders are a way to retrieve actors, a way for skills to retrieve actors and find them in the game space. So if we open up the BP thrust, we have find actors in box. So this is one of the finders you can use, but MCE provides actually several finders we can use to find out if there are targets for our skills to trigger. So we're just going to move that away, and we're going to drag a wire out of the first effect out, and we're going to look for finders. Alright, right click finder. I think there's something not quite. If I'm pressing feature, I'm sure I can type in find. Okay, so it's in find. It will be in finders, I believe. So we have several functions, like I was saying, and most of them are quite straightforward. So I will just pop them all and check if there are something to talk about there. So first thing we need to showcase is the find actors by raycast and find actors in client raycast. So the client raycast is a raycast which is automatically calculated when a player uses its skill, and you can change the way it behaves. You can change the way it is calculated. It's going to be the subject of another video. And so that's an instantaneous raycast based on what the client sees on his machine. And find actor by raycast dynamically does a raycast. And why do we have something that dynamically calculates a raycast and something that retrieve a static data, the client raycast? That's because sometimes in multiplayer you have differences in terms of position on the different players, and if you are hitting enemy targets with raycast, for instance, if you are using weapons that have raycast, maybe the client is going to hit an enemy and is going to see the damage being dealt. Excuse me, and is going to see the damage being dealt, but on server the enemy is not on the same position, and since the raycast is so thin, it's missing the target on the server, but it's hitting on the client. And therefore I made that box to make us able to tell the server to use the client raycast in case we need a weapon which is which uses a thin raycast and instantly shuts a raycast when using skills. So for instance, weapon skills. And raycast is just a simple raycast from to. And each time we have a box asking for looking for, and we have that box which doesn't have it, and I will make it so it has the same name, looking for. Looking for is asking us a type of targets. So you can make the bit mask and say the bit mask is a skill target, and then you can specify what you are looking for in the finder: an enemy, an ally, self, neutral, or any target which has a combat manager. So that's how you can pop in the bit mask, which gives you what you need to fill the looking for parameter. So raycast stops at the first target hits, so it doesn't need a max result parameter like other boxes have. So the other finders we got are the box. It's the finder we used in the previous video, which is using the base parameter Unreal provides us for the boxes. And we have the max results, which is how many targets is that finder supposed to return maximum. The maximum amount of targets this finder is going to retrieve, and it automatically sorts targets by range from the origin of the box. In case, for instance, it has 5 targets in the box, but you specified you only wanted 4 results, it's going to give you the 4 actors which were the closest from the origin of the box, and it's going to behave like this for all the finders. And then you have center hit location. If you check that, it's going to in the skills you have an automatic feature which display a visual hit FX when a skill finds a target, and it displays the visual hit FX at the position of the hit at the hit location of the finders. And sometimes when you are using boxes, spheres instead of raycasts, Unreal doesn't know exactly where did the box hit an actor. So if you check that box, it's just going to display the visual hit FX in the middle of the actor hit. And find actors in sphere is pretty straightforward. Find actors by multi-raycast as well. What's the difference between multi-raycast and raycast? Raycast can only hit one target, whereas multi-raycast is going to stop at the first blocking hit. And find actors in cone is going to be straightforward as well. Where does the cone start? Where is it aimed at? How far does it go? And what is its angle? And then you have the same parameter there. So that's how you can find targets using built-in MCE features. And this is each time it returns, each time it gives us an array of found results, and we can do stuff with them. And what we can do with them is going to be the subject of another video. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.